Hello everyone and welcome back to another showcase on Dark Souls 3. Now, time for Narkatana. There aren't that many in the game. I think there's 5, 6 of them? Anyway, this will be the third one I cover. Now, funny thing about katanas are, a lot of them look the same. You have to be a really blade aficionado to really spot out the difference between them. Otherwise, at first glance, it's just a clone. I could make a racist joke there, but I am not going to. I am above that. Can't help but giggle at that. But anyway, moving on, the katana for today is the Bloodlust. You know, named after the human is it emotion? Maybe. But anyway, you get it from the Mount Makers. So be happy that I got this ahead of time for you guys if you are curious about that. You can see a preview of the weapon before you go there. Anyway, description reads: Katana of the Old Mount Maker. The Mount Maker piled sacrifices upon the altar, but became the foul offering himself, leaving his katana as a gift for his dear family. Now, they're talking about a Mount Maker as a person? There's a few questions in that statement, but whatever. His skill is unique to this weapon, called the Bloodlust, which shares the same name as the weapon. Its stained blade with one owns blood to temporarily grant uncanny sharpness. For one, while driven by bloodlust, nothing deserves to remain standing. Not even yourself. Okay. So this is a crazy person's weapon. So you hurt yourself and make it sharper. Okay. Okay. That's different. I wouldn't recommend anyone doing this or trying this. It's a bad idea. But regardless, it is there. Yeah. Okay, moving on to physical appearance. Well, it's a katana, but it's a very odd-looking katana. It has spikes and what looks to be metal burrs jutting up in the handle and the blade on the backwards end. This is all sorts of wrong. Of course, there's no historically blade like this because it's just crazy to use. You grip this, it hurts your hand. Your opponent ricochets your blade and hits it back at you, you hurt yourself. This weapon can only probably hurt one person, yourself. It is not needed to hurt the opponent. It truly is not. It's there to hurt only one thing. You, the user of the weapon. Bizarre is all I have to say about that. Moving on to the physical stats. Well, the basic physical is no surprise, it's the average damage for a weapon. The reason why is because these katanas are very fast maneuvering blades. Much faster than longswords. Outside of that, we also got the bleed damage added, with all those spikes and jarring out. Plenty of bleed, maybe bleeding on our end too. Moving on from that, we got the attribute bonus, which is an E for strength and C for dexterity. No surprise with the katana. The attribute requirement reflects this with 11 strength, which you should have, and 24 dexterity. To be honest, by the time you do have 24 dexterity, you should at least have more, at least not enough, Mount Maker. Or is it vertebrae shackles? Or enough. At that point. Then we go on to the special, the Bloodlust. Doesn't cost very much, only 10 FP, which is insignificant. And the weight's actually pretty heavy for katana. 5.0. Huh. Strange. Because most katanas are a bit light, but yeah, it's okay, it's not heavy. So overall, pretty average ball stats, but it's all for katana, so it's not going to be normal, of course. And there shouldn't be any negative debuffs to weapons. Now, for the animation, they have the basic attack, for the plain attack. Power attack is a plain jab and swipe. No surprise there. Power attack, or the plain normal attack two-handed wise, it's the formal overhead and downward strike. And the power attack two-handed is the very formal overhead strike. Now, moving on to the special, it's pretty cut your own. Holy shit! That's a little brutal. I was expecting cut in the hand, but no. Let's just commit seppuku right here, right now. We don't need to fight. Holy shit, that's a bit overkill. People don't normally get up from that. Normally. Like his Dark Souls. So yes. Oh yeah, when the stats turn on, you can see it causes bleed damage. So, first attack didn't do much, but if I caused myself blood loss, now I just took a chunk of my own health. Wow. Anyway, the sprint attack is the plain katana jab. For the upgrade section, we can see this weapon takes Twinkling Taintonite. No surprise with its nature. And you can see the achievement bonus goes to Balt's D to be on the very first upgrade. But with Twinkling Taintonite, we don't see a really heavy upgrade though. Because this weapon only has 5 levels. So without a heavy upgrade, it's a bit lacking. It gets up a bit there at the end there, but still, it's at the end. And we see the achievement bonus also went to A, which is good. It's a good fix. But we're probably resorting to the Bloodlust to actually get a lot of our damage through, which is just wonderful. Because it takes Twinkling Taintonite, this weapon cannot be infused, which is unfortunate, but it's to be expected with the Twinkling Taintonite buff. Oh well. So, using in the field, well, without the Bloodlust, we'll hold off on that until at least this guy's dead. I don't feel like jabbing myself while being attacked. Not usually a great idea. But back attack-wise, it's just fine. 350. Excellent. Power attack is also almost just as good. So let's see against these guys. We got 250 damage. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Seppuku, pull it out, and let's try it now. Oh, a lot more damage. An extra 100 damage on top of that. What I was already causing. Awesome. Alright, let's do it again for good measure. I'll have to heal myself for this one. Yeah, this is like the Lunatic Blade. Like, who would use this? And we can see a power attack just easily cuts right through this guy. Getting all the Seppuku lined up again. Oh, and also we apparently damage people with the draw out of the Seppuku. Normally that's not an attack. You don't catch your opponent by surprise by committing Seppuku and then cutting them. It doesn't work like that. That's not how combat works. Oh, this blade. Yep, Seppuku. Jesus. Like, this is a suicidal blade. No one who would use this? Who relies on this blade? It's not a very long buff either. It's only around 10-12 seconds. So it's not like you make that a great of advantage, and it's already gone. You can see it's already gone. And my bleed damage is still there. Oh boy. But overall, it's still an excellent blade. Performs like any other katana, but with a little bit more damage. Going on with the pros and cons of the Bloodlust katana. Pros are, you have good damage being outputted, providing you commit seppuku. And it's a very nimble blade to use. And that is pretty much it for the pros. On the con side, you commit seppuku. That is the biggest problem there. And also, it is katana, so it is a bit fragile. And on top of that, you do have to get it through the mount makers. That means getting, I think, 10 vertebrae shackle and submitting it to them. So it's a covenant item which is tedious to acquire. Alright, that's it for cons. Moving on to the score for the Bloodlust. Damage gets 8 out of 10, providing you commit seppuku. Reach gets 6 out of 10. It's a little bit longer than a longsword, just a bit. Animation gets 4 out of 10 for having like no unique animations like all the other katanas. And at least having the one unique special. Bonus gets 7 out of 10 for having an excellent dexterity bonus but having like no strength at all, just E. Miscellaneous gets 4 out of 10 because the Bloodlust move special is powerful and all, but you kind of, you know, hurt yourself doing it intentionally. Anyhow, the total for the Bloodlust katana gets 31 out of 50, so it's still pretty good. Pretty good. You know, for jabbing yourself with it. Sweet Jesus. So, in conclusion, this blade is for lunatics, the crazy people, the people that are not normal. I probably think this blade's probably better suited for PvP than anything else, and not suited for, you know, anything else. But even PvP, this weapon's probably a bit strained because that's only a 10-second buff for jabbing yourself. You can't get a whole lot done in 10 seconds. People like to dodge, people like to guard, and same thing goes for the enemy. They like to guard a lot. There's a lot of them. So, it's still a great blade overall, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, that's been Showcase for today. I thank you for watching, and I see you guys next time. Take care out there.